Hello and welcome to Let's Talk FIFA. It's Tom LFC Heaven, and in this episode we are in partnership with Ryan Brown TV. Hello Ryan, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you, mate?
Thanks, I'm good. It's really good to be back home, and I'm really happy to do this video for you guys because we will talk about a lot of new features that will be introduced in FIFA 12. Some days ago I listened to a FIFA podcast about the new features on FIFA 12 career mode, and I was sure that most of you guys are really interested to hear what kind of new features will be introduced. Are you excited, Ryan?
I'm more than excited. I'm just excited to see the demo to begin with and see how they can improve.
Yeah. It comes out in September 13th, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I've been told for the PS3 users in the EU, they get it a day late. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. So
that's a pity. Okay, I already pre-ordered FIFA 12, so I'm all sorted, and I can't wait till it comes out. Really?
Yeah, neither can I. My girlfriend's getting at me.
Yeah, I bet. And the first thing I want to talk about is the introduction of precision dribbling on FIFA 12. They did an interview some days ago with FIFA Raleigh and Hepset. Some of you guys may already heard about that. They were invited to the UK to play FIFA 12, and after that they were asked some questions about the new features, and they told the media that for example with Messi you can dribble through a team on FIFA 12 without using any skill moves, just with close dribbling. How awesome is that?
That's great, but it could be like, you know, players, it's precision dribbling is going to be really hard to perfect to begin with, but once it's perfected, you're going to have people with maybe not the most amount of chance of winning games. I've got more of a chance of winning if they use precision dribbling, as it gives you more of a variety instead of just playing a simple 1-2 pass or a nice chip over the top. Gives you more of a range of things you can do with the ball instead of trying to do skills and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, and I heard that they introduced 3 new skill moves, and some of the old skill moves will have different animations, and because of this precision dribbling, the skill moves won't be as easy to do as in FIFA 11. And the defending is changed, of course, as well. So I think the gameplay will be a little bit different, which is always good. That the game can bring new things. It won't get boring, and I think that's awesome. Okay, we can talk about the career mode, new features now. First of all, let me ask you, Ryan, if you think about career mode, what would you like to see the most on FIFA 12 in career mode? What would make you play career mode on FIFA 12? Because I know you don't play that much on FIFA 11.
No, yeah, that's correct. I'd say probably press conferences and stuff to do with the media to get if the fans enjoy you as a manager and if the players get along with your relationship with the players, I think that'll give a really nice effect to the game, and it gives you more things to do instead of just playing game after game after game.
Exactly, and that's one of the main features which will be introduced on FIFA 12. The podcast was really interesting because it was made with the guy who actually designed the whole new career mode on FIFA 12.
Is it from scratch, or straight from the beginning?
Yeah, they completely revamped it.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Completely changed the whole thing. One of the main things I'm really happy about is that you will be able to talk to the media, to your players, and even you can even make comments about the opposition's manager before important games, and that's I was really laughing when I heard that. You can even wind up the opposition manager with some comments, I don't know if there is a top of the table clash, and you can criticize the opposition's manager or say some really bad things about his team or his tactics, and that can really motivate your players. So that's one of the other interesting things, that what you say to the media before this important match can have a small effect on your players. It can either motivate them, or it can make them lazy or overconfident, and it's really interesting because it gives many things to do for you between matches, not just select the team.
I was just wondering if you have any details about the players' fitness for the games, because every time you play a game, most of the time the fitness is 100%, and unrealistic, people get rested because their fitness isn't as good. So they changed the fitness system as well, as I heard. It will be more like in real life, so if you have some older players, they will have a much longer recovery time than, for example, 20-year-olds. That's going to be great, man.
So if you have some really young players, they can play 2 games a week without a problem. But if you have really old players who recover much longer, then they will be absolutely knackered if you select them twice in a row in a week, and that's pretty brilliant. And one of the other things that will be fixed is player growth. I know a lot of you have complained about that, and I was one of the guys who complained about player growth, because on previous FIFAs there were some really unrealistic player growth, and on FIFA 11 there were hardly any. So now they tried to balance it, so if you have a young player who has potential, then he can become a really world-class player in 3 or 4 seasons. And even if you send people on loan, then they will get player growth as well if they play.
Yeah, the loan part is going to be really good as well, because in a manager you'd always want to see a player who's not been playing in the first team as much getting player growth out of another team, so when he comes back he can have more of a chance of standing up to the ability in the first team.
Exactly, and another thing that is really good is if you get players in on loan. So for example, you're a small team and you don't have much money, but you plan on being very successful in the season. You can get players in on loan, and you will have the option to buy them at the end of the loan.
Oh, that's great.
That you didn't have that on FIFA 11. So, for example, you win the league or win a cup with that small team, and you get a lot of cash. Then you can sign those loan players if they did great with that money.
Also, I've been playing Football Manager, and you see, like, Football Manager is just based on football and the management part of it.
Yeah.
And then FIFA has started to do a lot of things that the manager games that have done, because you see, you're on about these loans here, and if you win the league, your team's obviously going to have more of a you'd have more fans probably, because you've won the league and you're doing well and you're getting known in the public and in the media and everything like that. So players are going to be wanting to join you and join and play with you, which will also be a really nice effect on the game. And it'll be good in the long term if you have like ups and downs, because you'll have good seasons, bad seasons and everything like that, and it'll be really good to play instead of just keep winning and repetitive games all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And the one thing which will be really, I think, one of the best changes is that you have to do like a squad management. You can't do something like Man City, like buy all the players and then don't play them, because on FIFA 12, if some of your squad players don't have enough playing time, they will keep knocking on your door every week, sending messages that I wanna play, and if you don't play them, they will hand in transfer requests. They will hand in transfer requests and they will leave your club.
I think that's
so you really have to balance who you play and who you don't, because they will just get fed up with your club and leave. And I think that's very realistic and very, very good. And I heard that injuries will be more frequent. I know some of you guys are not happy about it, but it makes the game a bit more realistic, because in real life most clubs have 1 or 2 injuries every game. Some of them short term, some of them longer term. And yeah, what's your opinion about that?
It's gonna be so much more realistic, and you're gonna have lots more things to do instead of just playing and playing. So it's gonna be more time spent on the manager mode, and more time actually using your players to the right advantage, and selling the players, which will never have a big effect on the team, and you'd want to increase your reputation as a manager. And if you do get sacked, you want a club to actually want you, instead of just being left alone because you actually aren't a good manager yourself. So it's going to be hard to get the right amount of balance in between the players you're winning and how much money you're spending on the club, on transfers and loans, especially if you're a low league team. It's going to be so hard to just actually get promotion itself if you're playing on a more of a higher difficulty.
Yeah, because some of your squad players will be really have a low rating, and it will be really hard to win games consistently with those squad players. So it will have a really bigger challenge than in FIFA 11, I think. And one of the best things will be that between games you will always have something to do, because I heard there will be 25 different storylines which will pop up between games, and sometimes players will get in messages that they are complaining about playing time. Sometimes you have to talk to the media, and you have to chat what do you think about the opposition team, the managers. Then you can interact with the players and talk to them, motivate them. So it will be really interesting. And one of the best things which will be introduced on FIFA 12 is the transfer deadline day show.
Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh.
Which will be almost as good as like on Sky Sports, and it will be maybe an hour long, 2 hours long. And I heard that before the deadline there will be 8 hours that you can go through, and every hour there will be updates, and you can bid for players, and other clubs who are desperate for players will bid maybe higher bids. We make higher bids for your players. So there will be a lot of goings and transfers on the deadline day, and I think that will be pretty awesome. Actually, that's one of the most exciting things about FIFA 12, if I'm honest, for me.
Yeah, it is, because it is really realistic if you have actually do something like that, because in real life it is happening. But on the transfer deadline day on actual FIFA 11, you don't play a game. You probably have a game and that's it. And if a player doesn't accept your offer, you can't try and rearrange it until the next transfer deadline.
I can't explain how annoyed I was with the transfer deadline on FIFA 11. Almost every transfer window I missed out on a player because
not enough time.
The opposition club just didn't reply.
Exactly.
In like 3 days, and then the time was up, and that's it. And I was like, what the hell is going on? so it was a bit frustrating, but this will be just absolutely brilliant.
I'm really excited for it, because I didn't actually know most of the news you just told me then, because I've been away the past few days and I haven't been really paying attention to FIFA. How much I've got kind of bored of it, and I just really want to get into FIFA 12 instead of being on FIFA 11